On the beat, turn the volume up. Game time, lights on, welcome to the zone. Sports time zone, yeah, they holding the throne. From the court to the field, everybody know. Big plays only. They run the show. Brother Newsy bring the voice and the facts, breaking it down, calling plays back to back. TZD with the spark, keep the heat on high. Hot takes so bold, they electrify. Kelvo got the smooth, steady, keeping it real. Underdog grind, but he's sealing the deal. And Q's on the boards, making beats hit hard. The sound of the zone set to raise the bar. Right. Game time, lights on, welcome to the zone. Sports time zone, yeah, they run the show.
Run the show, run the blood clot show, yo. Wagwan, this is the Sports Time Zone. Free Smoke Friday, yours truly, Brother Newface, alongside my dog.
Man, 512 Kelbo, man, you already know what the deal is. Back in the lab, you know what I'm saying?
Man, it feels good to be back in the lab, Kelbo. We took a couple of weeks off, summertime winding down. Just like y'all at home, we get summer vacation too now. Like, we get to have some time off here at the Sports Time Zone, and we got to take care of family and take care of business and get that bread. So, hey, without further ado, we back though. So it's good to see you again, my brethren, my bro. Y'all know how we always do. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Hit us up on IG. Kelvo, do you remember? I'm almost forgetting. What's the Instagram? Let these people know.
It is sports time _zone.
Yes,
you can get that on IG, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube. You know, we're on all platforms, man. So y'all need to go ahead and tap in for sure.
Y'all make sure y'all tap in. Salute to my producer, Q to B. Couldn't be here right now. My man got to handle some business, taking his kid to play some football. Kids on the football team.
Shout out to Q.
Yes, salute to Q, man. This that time of the year, though, with the Little League football. And you got the youth out there hitting hard. You got WNBA action going on. We got the NBA trades that just happened, and teams are starting to come together. We got just a whole lot of stuff, man. But right away, what I want to start off with, Mr. Kelvo, is I don't know if you've been following ESPN lately or if you got the news, but one Klay Thompson has agreed to sign a 2-year deal with the Miami Heat, and he will be signing as soon as Sunday, is what my people are telling me. As soon as Sunday, he's signing to play with Giannis and Bam and coming as Coach Spo in the play in South Beach. This is Klay. You like the move Klay to Miami? What y'all gonna say about that? Yeah, yo, my boys did good. You see, I got the background. You see.
Yeah, man. You know, I think. I mean, Klay, man. It just depends on the Klay Thompson we're gonna get. You know, being that this is post Megan Stallion, Klay Thompson, you know, he might do something, man. But I mean, I think the Klay Thompson of old is gone. I think the ACLs kind of took that away from us. I expect Klay to hopefully. I expect Klay to get anywhere from 15 to 18 a game, man. I think if he can do that, I think it'll be a good pickup for the Heat. Overall, I mean, they need shooting, so I mean, it makes sense. So we'll see what happens for sure.
I think the 15 to 18. I think that might be stretching, but I think he's capable. As far as the deal, the details of the deal. Klay, who is a veteran, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he in his heyday right now, but he still got some. He's going to sign a 2-year, nearly $13 million deal after clearing waivers following his contract buy from the Dallas Mavericks. So the dude also includes a player option in the second season. So they're giving Klay a little flexibility here in the second season to do what he want to do. 36 years old. And was due to make $17.5 million in the final season of his contract. Like I said, money aside, I think it was a good deal for Miami. Like you said, Kelvo, we do need shooters. And I think with Klay Thompson now, going to probably most likely be the backup to Tim Hardaway Jr., who's probably going to be the starter. I like that. Tim Hardaway goes to the bench. Klay Thompson comes in and picks it up with some shooting. I do think Klay is going to have to be a better version of himself than what we've seen in the last couple of years, which just from playing with Giannis, I think that's naturally going to happen. Giannis, I think it's something he demands accountability from his teammates. It seems like it, at least from the outside looking in. So, regardless of that too, I think Klay is at a place where he wants to prove it to himself, and he wants to prove it to everybody that he can still do this in this league. So I love the deal for the Miami Heat. I think it actually makes us better than we were yesterday. So I'll take that.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. That's 100%. Y'all definitely better today, but how better? I think it's a marginal increase. If this was more prime Klay Thompson, obviously this would be a really big move. I think it's just a slight upgrade, man. I don't really think it's a needle mover. They are probably still like the 4th or 5th best team in the East right now, brother. Just got to be honest.
Disrespect, Kelbo. Disrespect, Kelvarius. Listen. All right. Man, look, I get what you're saying about that. We haven't proven ourselves yet. And I think what's understated, though, is the Giannis effect. And what I think the Giannis effect does for a player like Klay Thompson, like I say, is it demands accountability. Giannis's personality type is that he won a championship with the likes of Chris Middleton and Jrue Holiday. I mean, these are great, players, but they're not. You wouldn't think, oh my God, these are over the top players that are gonna. So I get what you're saying about Klay, not being who he was before, but I don't think he has to be because of the Giannis effect. I think Giannis only needs Klay to be what Klay can be right now. Like the maximum potential of what he can be right now is what I think Giannis needs. Right. Giannis don't need Splash Brother Klay. He just, that's not how this
if you want to win the finals, he's definitely going to need Splash Brother Klay. But unless y'all, if y'all plan on
for one series, I think he can give us that for a series.
If you're trying to make it, man, and you're not going to add any other pieces after this, you're definitely going to need Splash Bro Klay. Like I said, man, if y'all would have got LeBron and then had Klay Thompson, I would probably say, you know what, this could be, it'd be a little bit different. But Klay Thompson, as I like the move, man. I'm not as excited as you, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay, I get that. One last thing that I want to touch on before I roll over to the sale of your Lakers is I just want to say that not just with players, does Giannis hold players accountable? I think Giannis will, for the first time, we'll see someone hold Coach Spo accountable. I think Giannis and his personality is that he will, if Spo start picking up, because Spo does, no coach is perfect. And I watch my Heat play every game. Spo is a great coach, but he does mess up. And in those moments when he messes up, there was never been a player to challenge him, to be like, all right, nah, coach, I ain't calling this. We're gonna run this. Fuck what coach just said. We about to run this. And I think Giannis is that guy. I think Giannis, if shit ain't going right, Giannis is the first person he gonna come to is Spo, and he gonna be like, look, this is not the shit that I signed up for. I did not. What the fuck? We cannot get jiggy with this small ball sheet. We need to get to a big man. We need to go. Like Giannis is gonna go in there and tell Spo what we need, and I think that's a good thing because Spo has never had that. The closest he had is LeBron, and he got. What Pat Riley told LeBron? Basically, go F yourself when LeBron tried to get Spo fired. So Spo's never had nobody challenge him, is all I'm saying. And I think Giannis is a stature. He's a championship player. And Spo hasn't really coached a championship superstar player. Since the Big Three era. So I think this is good for Coach Spo too, just as it is for the rest of the team. Now, your Lakers, Kelbo, recently y'all involved in some shit. I don't know what's going on. First, I heard y'all sold the team, and then I heard Jeannie Buss go online like going completely nuts and talking about she ain't nobody sell nothing. And then I heard she bullied the family into selling the team. Yo, Kelvo, what is the story, Kelvo, about the Los Angeles Lakers in this whole sale? Are they sold? Are they not sold? Who sold the team? You the Lakers fan, so holla at the people. Why?
Apparently, Dr. Buss has a lot of kids, and they all have stake in the team. And 5 out of the 6 kids came together and wanted to sell the team to Mark Walter or some guy, John something, one of the Dodgers owners. But Jeannie Buss is not giving up her stock. Apparently, she still wants to be the governor of the team, so she wants to have some say in who gets hired and things of that nature. So the other siblings are coming together saying that they're going to sell, but Jeannie Buss has got her lawyers looking in the paperwork stating that, they can't give up her stock as long as she doesn't. She has the final say, essentially, on whether or not it gets sold or not. So it's going to turn.
Sell it or not?
No, she doesn't want to sell it yet. So it's going to turn into a legal battle. They're going to get the lawyers involved.
Because so this could drag out for a minute.
It's definitely going to drag out because when you got all this money involved, these things don't really move super quick. So they're going to lawyer up.
Man, like I just can't see nobody else owning the Lakers. Like y'all, the Buss family owned it for how many years, Kelvo? Like how long has it been?
It's like the 70s. Apparently they've had it, but it's kind of been time for the Lakers to move on to better ownership. I personally am looking forward to
Pelinka, whoever the new owner is.
I'm really thinking so because honestly, the dude who owns the Lake, who's trying to buy in, owns the Dodgers, and he works with Magic Johnson. So once he gets in, I'm pretty sure he's going to bring Magic Johnson back in. It wouldn't make any sense to not bring you work with Magic Johnson with the Dodgers. It wouldn't make sense it makes all the sense to bring him back in if you get in with the Lakers. If he gets in with the Lakers, Rob Pelinka's out the door. I'm telling you right now. And it's going to be, Luka's not going to be tripping because, you go from Rob Pelinka to Magic Johnson. It's like, I appreciate you, Rob, but this is Magic Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So it's a legal battle. There's going to be a lot of lawyering up. From what I'm reading, let's see. They wanted to sell it to a guy named Josh Kushner and Bob Iger for $12.5 billion.
They gotta have some bread. I'm gonna say them boys $12.5 billion between two of these cats. So think about it. My man was like, yo, I got $6 billion, you got $6 billion. Let's go half on the later.
Right. I mean, as black people, it's hard for us to go half on $100. You got people going half on $12.5 billion. You know what I'm saying?
For Bad Business on IG. He said,
but let me see. It says right here, Jeannie Buss is contending that a court ruled in 2017 that no sale could be effectuated without the approval by the co-trustees, Jeannie, Janie, and Joey Buss, meaning it would need her approval. So like I was stating, she's the final say. So all the other
final say on if the team gets sold.
All the other, she's been running it the last however many years. So all the other siblings are like, yeah, we want to sell, and she's like, well, y'all didn't talk to me about this. So it's gonna get kind of messy, and we'll see where it goes. But I mean, I love Jeannie Buss, man. I think she's the truth. I think she's awesome. I'm just looking forward to seeing Rob Pelinka get fired.
I'm sure it's gonna be done at some point because new ownership usually means it's a clean house. Shout out to Bad Business on IG. Check in. He says bringing back the Lakers. The Lakers bringing back Magic Johnson would be like Showtime all over again. I think a new ownership would, give the Lakers a better look, especially if Magic Johnson is involved. Anytime he's involved along with the Lakers, then hey, I think it's a travesty that he's not in ownership with the Lakers. Like that just to me still don't make no sense. But that's not for them to make sense.
Because Rob Pelinka snaked him out, dude. You know what I'm saying?
That's what the word was.
He was there. Rob Pelinka was the back door. And because of that, we didn't get Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, even though he's never plays, he probably would have played at least 1 year. Kawhi Leonard would have came to the Lakers if Magic was there. But because Magic wasn't there, he went to the Clippers. We lost out on Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi, yeah. Well, I thought Kawhi wasn't there because of LeBron, but I guess whatever. Kawhi would have probably played with LeBron, but from what I understood, he just absolutely didn't want to play with LeBron because he wanted to make his own name. That's just what I heard. I don't know.
We saw what happened with that. now, bro's getting investigated. He don't even know if he's going to be playing in Toronto or at the Clippers. Like his whole trade is on pause right now. Like it's
I heard they wrapping it up though. I heard that he might be okay, but I don't know. I don't know where he's going to end up though. All I know is I hope my Heat do something with this little roster we got, and I hope we surprise and shake up things in this next season of the NBA. Speaking of basketball, Kelvo. Neither me or yourself are really big viewers of WNBA basketball games in their full entirety. But our boy TZ Dave is a big fan of the WNBA. Angel Reese, WNBA most probably popular player outside of basketball.
Top 5.
Well, top 5, yeah. I mean, outside of basketball, meaning, she's probably one of the more known ones. She just had a really great game, from what I heard. I see, Instagram clips and stuff like that of her game that she had. Because a lot of people do get on Angel Reese. I haven't watched a lot of her games, so I'm going to be honest with you on that. But from what I have seen of her, a lot of times when they show her highlights, it's usually bloopers. Like they don't really show too much of her getting busy.
Yeah.
So So with this game, I don't know if you have her numbers there, or could pull up her numbers.
I'm looking at them. So they played. She's had in her last 5 games, she's put up over 20, and she's put 20 and over 20 and 10 3 out of the 5 games. They played the Los Angeles Sparks, and she had 20 and 10 and 8, almost a triple-double. She shot 100% from the field, so that was a really good game.
100% on how many shots, though? On how many shots, Kelvo?
Like 9. It was like 9.
9 of 9?
Yeah. And then they played the Aces, which was a really competitive game on Tuesday, and she went.
Shout out to Asia.
Yeah, she went 21 and 10. Another good game, and then on Monday, the 10th, last Monday, she went 20 and 14 on 50% shooting. So she's been, I really want to root for Angel Reese. I stood behind her when she got drafted, and I really need her to come through for me. Like for real. And so it's good for me I'm happy to see this because I need you to go hard, Angel Reese. I'm trying to root for you. I'm still rooting for you, but I need you to continue this consistency. Okay. 1, you're from the boot. 2, I don't want to look like an idiot. And 3, I just want to see you succeed. So I need you to continue putting in the work. You're doing good. They had a big win this week, and let's see where it goes.
Yeah, and on this play, man, she looked like she was hustling. She does have an awkward layup, though. Like her layup is so awkward. Watch how she lay up the ball, Kelvo. Watch out! Watch the two-handed layup. Watch this.
Hey, stop making fun of my girl, man. She out here trying. You know, as long as she ain't throwing up no ish that she was throwing up at the All-Star game.
Oh yeah, we ain't gonna run that one because
yeah, nah, we're not gonna do that to her. As long as she ain't throwing that up, I'll take it. Just make the bucket, dude. But you know, since we're talking about WNBA players, I wanted to give this WNBA player a shout out because you know everybody and along with TZ is doing a lot of jock riding on Caitlin Clark, who I personally think does a lot of things. I think the media is, they coddle her to an extent. Yeah. But the real hero is Kelsey Mitchell. I don't think nobody's really giving Kelsey Mitchell the shine that she deserves, and it really is kind of pissing me off because she's really doing numbers, like real deal numbers, and she's pretty much better than Caitlin Clark statistically at everything outside of assists. She's shooting.
What are her numbers looking like for the season?
She's averaging 25 points a game. She's shooting 50% from the field, 45% from three, and she just broke the NBA women's scoring record for most 20-point games. And she beat Maya Moore's record. She beat Candace Parker's record. Diana Taurasi, at least any great WNBA player, she's beat it. So let me just run this numbers. On Thursday, they took an L, but she had 37 points on 50% shooting, 57% from three.
What?
On Tuesday, she had 29 points. She shot almost 70% from the field, 67% from three. Sunday, she had 20 points, 50% from 40% from the field. Last Friday, she had 23. Last Tuesday, she had 28 on another almost 70% from the field, 100% from three. Last Saturday, she had 27 points, shooting 50% from the field. Last Thursday, she had 28 points, shooting 56% from the field.
Going off, damn.
Last Sunday, she had 37 points, shooting 67% from the field. She's been going crazy. 26 points in the last game, 28, 23, 33. All of her 30-point games, she's shooting like over 50%. On the 18th of July, she went for 33 on 72% shooting from the field. Like, this chick is going crazy. And nobody talks about her because we just talk about Caitlin Clark. Oh, look at Caitlin Clark. She did a step back. Oh, look at Caitlin Clark. She crossed somebody and then flopped. Like, dude, this chick is the reason why they're winning. They go hand in hand. I'm not trying to, shite on Caitlin Clark, but dude, we need to give Kelsey Mitchell deserves her props. She's going hard. She's been going crazy, and that's a real dog right there. A real dog.
Shout out to Kelsey Mitchell doing her thing.
Put some respect on Kelsey Mitchell's name, bro.
Put some respect on it. Okay, I'm with you. I'm sorry. Miss Kelsey Mitchell. You deserve the props and the recognition that my brethren Kelvo is giving you, so salute to you. But getting back to what you were saying about Caitlin Clark, there's been like so much Caitlin Clark deriding, and I do use that term very blatantly with her in this case. I tried to watch one of those games. I watched the Fever against, I don't know who they were playing against. They were playing somebody. And Caitlin Clark, every single time she went to the basket and she missed a shot or she threw the ball away, she immediately turned to the referee and starts just looking. If she doesn't say something to the ref, she'll look at the ref and be like she'll do something to make the ref feel like you should have called that. And it's on every single time to the basket. I can't watch that, Kelvo. I can't.
Right.
I can't watch a product where
LeBron.
somebody. She's a great player.
She's flop monster like LeBron. You know.
I can't do it. And
You know, but
and the thing is, Kelvo, real quick on it, she doesn't need to do it because she's a gifted enough player that she don't have to be, doing the complaining to the referees and clapping her hands every time she doesn't get a call. Like all of that, like, yo, Caitlin, you ruining the brand. And that's what make these chicks not want to F with you. And that's why, they voted you like as the 11th best guard in the league or something crazy like that. The players voted you as that, not the media and the coaches. The players in the league ranked you as the 11th best guard in the entire WNBA. So there's something behind that. And I think a lot of it is because she rubbed them the wrong way. The whole complaining, she got the whole MAGA crowd behind her saying they going to protest the WNBA if she don't start getting protected more. And this whole fiasco behind Caitlin Clark, I get it. She a great player, but all this it's starting to get too much. It's starting to get too much. And you know what else is too much, Kelvo? Is the fact that they are even considering allowing non-biological born women to play in the WNBA. Yeah, I'm going there tonight, Kelvo. I'm going there tonight.
I was going to go there. If you didn't go there, I was going to go there.
Okay, it's free. I knew I beat you to the punch because it needs to get talked about, Kelvo. Look, we got to stand for something. Otherwise, we will fall for anything. You're not finna put a product in front of me and have unfair advantage with players that are genetically created to be more dominant in a situation where they're competing against people who are starting at a lower level. Like, you can't do that. Physical, that's almost like allowing some people to be roided up and some people to not be roided, and you expect a fair. If y'all got to protect the integrity of the game, I got a lot more to say about it, but Kelvo, go off. I got a lot more.
Apparently, the owner of the WNBA is facing some criticism. Apparently, during the summer, one of my favorite Caucasian female basketball players, Sophie Cunningham, said that she was against transgenders playing in the WNBA. But according to what ESPN is saying, it says that the league's collective bargaining agreement states that only players who are women are eligible to play in the WNBA. But it does not include any more specific language about gender identity or sex assigned at birth. So because of that, Enes Kanter and Royce White have declared themselves eligible for the WNBA draft because they state that they identify as women because the language in the CBA allows them to do that. Now, are they going to get drafted? That's a whole nother question. But if they do get drafted, guess who's going to be applying for the WNBA draft next year?
Yeah, I heard Enes Kanter was already.
I'm going to be playing WNBA basketball, and I'm going to be getting paid a nice little check because I'm going to as whatever. You know what I'm saying? If Royce White and Enes Kanter get in, your boy is going to be applying for the WNBA.
You apply for the WNBA too, huh? Like, hey, if they open up this floodgate, Kelvo, yeah. I'm telling you, it's going to have irreplaceable damages done to this WNBA league. You cannot have, I'm telling you, and I'm not, listen, you see my views are my views, but I'm telling you this, as much as I love basketball and as much as I promote and I respect the women's basketball game, and shout out to TZ Day, if they start to allow biologically born men to compete versus biologically born women, I will not watch another dribble of another WNBA basketball game because I'm not going to watch a product that's compromised. It's already like you now. Why would I even watch something like that? That's not entertaining to me. I don't want to see that type of no. And the product right now is just now starting to get to a point where anybody would want to watch. And trust me, there's still a whole lot of unwatchable WNBA games. There's a whole lot of them that are unwatchable. So if you're still at a point where people are just starting to fuck with you, don't do something to make the people that's already rocking with you stop rocking with you. So y'all might want to really, really reconsider this. You know what I'm saying? I know they just got their little bread, they got their money. So now y'all got the money. Now do something with your voice. Make a statement. If y'all go with the okie doke and just y'all gonna open up, y'all gonna set a bad precedent, WNBA. Y'all gonna set a bad precedent. And it got nothing to do with no discrimination against nothing. I super duper, I respect the all of the people's different communities out there. But the way I see it, to make it fair, I think every community they should have their own league then to make it even, and it has nothing to do with any phobias. It's just a matter as a sportsman, you want to watch something that's fair and competitive. So who knows? If there was a whole league for people of a different lifestyle, can you imagine how much success that league would have?
It'd be so weird.
It is, but I'm just trying to think outside the box, like say, okay, if they start their own league, they would have a lot of support. People, they have enough in their community, they have enough to uplift that league and push it forward without them having to take like compromise the WNBA is all I'm saying.
I mean, ultimately, they're saying that this is just people hating. And, I don't know what it is with guys and wanting to mess with the WNBA. I mean, I don't know if you remember last year, I think it was, where you had the guy throwing the dildos on the court and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, the WNBA, they can't win. But, I mean, ultimately, I think, this is just all, for me, when it comes to this, I think in this situation, all publicity is good publicity. So, I mean, is it negative? Yeah, but it's still bringing attention to the sport, which is what the WNBA needs. Because, I mean, there's still a lot of women who don't watch the sport. I think there's way more men that probably watch the sport than women. I know a lot of women prefer to watch WNBA. I mean, not WNBA, sorry, the regular NBA. Me personally, I'm with you. I don't really watch the games. I just kind of follow the stats. But, I'm interested to see where this goes, to say the least.
Interested. I don't even want to I don't even want to think about the possibility of it happening because, like I said, it's really going to change. It's going to change the world, not just the WNBA. That right there is going to change everything. So I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let that go. Hold on, we got some comments in here. Shout out to Rishi Rich. Says Giannis gonna hold Spo accountable. Who team he think it is? And then you mean the other way around? Oh, okay. So what they're saying in the comments is, and it might be a little bit behind because they're saying that Giannis is not gonna hold Coach Spo accountable. Spo is gonna hold Giannis accountable. Who do you think team this is? Well, shout out to you, Rishi Rich. You sound like you're a Heat fan, and I'm a fellow Heat fan too. But here's the thing about some of our fellow Heat fans. And Kelvo, let me have this moment with this fellow Heat fan that's in the comments. I need to straighten some things out with this person.
Do what you gotta do.
If you're a real Heat fan, then you've watched games where Coach Spo has mismanaged his minutes, he's mismanaged his personnel down the stretch, and he's went with lineups that did not work for too long of periods of time. So if you know that to be true, you also know that nobody has ever held Coach Spo accountable when he's made these errors. He's not going to be held accountable by Pat Riley because Pat Riley has already said he will never, under any circumstances, fire Coach Spo. That means Coach Spo can be hot garbage, hot trash. Pat Riley says, I'm going out with him, basically. Because that was his son. He's the one who handpicked Spo and trained him and all that. So ain't nobody ever hold Coach Spo accountable. This is the very first time that Coach Spo is going to coach a player of this magnitude since the LeBron era that has championship experience and has the personality to get in your face and tell you when you're not doing something they approve of. Giannis has gotten that Milwaukee lineup shifted many times by going to the front office. So don't think that Giannis ain't got that kind of cachet or won't come to Miami and challenge Coach Spo if Spo drawing up the wrong plays or if he's doing something that Giannis see is not working. So
the one thing Giannis won't do is get Coach Spo fired. That ain't happening.
That ain't happening. Before that happens, I think Giannis will walk. It'll be like another LeBron situation where LeBron was like, okay, it's gonna be him or me, and Pat Riley already said it's gonna be him. Now, unless Pat Riley's gone, if Pat Riley's already retired and they bring in somebody new, then at that point, Spo, you're on notice. So your job is only secure as long as Pat Riley is in his position, basically. So
hey, let him go. We'll take it.
Yeah, it ain't happening. He ain't going nowhere. We're gonna run one or two off with Giannis. We're gonna get at least one. We're gonna get at least one chip, maybe two. I don't know.
Y'all are not doing nothing with Giannis, bro. You're not.
Yeah. Bam and Giannis gonna be something. Bam and Giannis gonna be something serious. But yeah, that was that. Now, it was something else that I wanted to touch on and talk about in terms of what's going on in the world. There's been a whole lot of different stuff going on in the world, like gas prices going up. We got these gender wars on social media. We got a war going on overseas and all of that back and forth. There's just a whole lot of stuff going on in the world. But I don't know. As far as what I've been noticing, there's always seems to be some type of major controversy or some kind of major debate on social media to make people pick a side and go at each other and just argue to the point of getting venomously angry with a stranger that you haven't met before just because they got an opinion about somebody who don't even know you exist. People be getting all angry, worked up, blood pressure running through, typing in all caps and big long paragraphs and calling people out of their name. Y'all gotta, y'all gotta chill with that, man. Social media has a lot of power, but y'all all gotta hold that. Y'all gotta hold that L. You know?
Yeah, I mean, people need to grow up. Exactly, hold this L. A lot of people grow up and people need to take some time away from the internet. That's never going to happen. But you sent me something that I thought was really interesting, or maybe I sent this to you. But I hope this is true. Tuskegee University bans bonnets, do-rags, and bedroom slippers in the new campus dress code.
Yes.
And I think that is amazing. I'm tired of seeing these little nigglets dressing like ratchets, bro. Just everywhere I go, dude. I mean, I'm talking about everywhere. It's bonnets and slippers and do-rags. It's like, bro, y'all niggas don't even wear clothes no more, bro. It's 100 degrees. People out here in bedroom slippers and bonnets. And I'm like, bro, then you wonder why. Then you're gonna be walking around wondering why people don't have no respect for you and they're looking at you crazy because you dress like you don't give a damn. They're gonna be like, oh, it's 105 degrees and you got slippers on and a bonnet. Yeah, of course I'm not about to take you serious, bro. But you want to be treated. Come on, bro. Shout out to University, man.
Tuskegee. I must preface my statements with saying I get it. I agree. I agree with where they're coming from. If they want a certain look representing their school, then that's what they gotta go with. Now, there's a lot of people, because I've been seeing mixed reviews on this. I've seen a lot of people that say, and it shouldn't matter what someone's wearing or how they're not there for a fashion show. They're there to learn, or they're there to get their education. And then even some people that say people that wear bonnets in public it's okay for them to do that because that's their business. That's them. They're not bothering nobody else. That's their business. They're not out there doing anything harmful, but you just place a stigma on somebody just because they got a bonnet on their head or a do-rag. Well, to them people, I say this: why feed into the stigma if you know you have an opportunity not to? And I'm not saying this like, it's saying like change who you are or switch up. But it's about the image that I want to give off when I'm out, when I'm moving around. And for me personally, when I was younger, I used to rock do-rags all the time. But as I got older and I was more mature, I realized that ain't the look that I want for myself. It ain't even about, oh, you ashamed of who you are and you like, nah. It's just if I got the opportunity to just walk around and to present myself in a more mature fashion, not just for police or people of the other race, but also for myself and for my own people. I want my people to see me at my best. So, and I don't know if it's just a Caribbean thing too, because most Caribbeans and people from the islands are like that. When we step out, even if we just go into the grocery store or whatever, we want to make sure at least we decent. So as I got older, I started realizing that it's about image. And you go out there rolling out of bed with some house shoes or a bonnet on your head or some pajama pants, and you walking around out there like that, that's giving off an image of, okay, this is the way they get down. They don't care how they look. They don't care what they doing. They just gonna give you any old thing. They just, nah. So I ain't with that. I ain't with it. The people that are, that's y'all opinion. I'm not about to fight nobody about it or argue. But if I see you out and about and you got on a bonnet and some pajama pants, yeah, I mean, I might talk about you to whoever I'm with. I'll be like, yo, look at this. You see that? It's my right. I can talk about whoever I want. Like, you give me something to talk about, and I'm gonna come on this show and talk about it. And that's,
you got history. You got to think about the history of these schools, man. They created these schools so people could come and get education to better themselves. And when they first came out, a lot of the people, our people who went there, they had a lot of pride and they had a lot of dignity and respect, and it was bigger than just going to school. It was like going to these schools, like, this is a life changer for me. This is something
it was like a privilege. It was a privilege. You felt privileged and honored to be a part of it. And this is somebody myself who went to a HBCU. I get it. But again, when you're younger, you don't want nobody to tell you how to dress. Because I used to wear big ass, baggy ass pants. And I used to wear big oversized jerseys and shirts that was 3 times the size of what it should be. And the old heads used to be like, yo, man, that shit look ridiculous, man. Wear something your side look like a nightgown you wear. Like, they used to tell me crazy shit. So, but I ain't care. And we didn't care. As a generation, we was like, nah, we don't wear these big ass pants. We don't wear these, oversized jackets and jerseys and shit. And that's just what we did. So trying to tell these kids that wearing bonnets and do-rags.
They ain't gonna listen. But I salute the school for saying F these damn kids. F what they talking about. We're at HBCU. This is bigger than your feelings, man. This is about, it's the history of it. So, I mean, nobody's saying you got to come in a suit and tie, but bro, just put on some regular clothes and keep it pushing, bro. You know what I'm saying? But another thing, I don't know if you knew about this, Noomsy. HBCU's been messing up also. They've been overbooking students, overpromising scholarships. And there's a lot of students who were set up to come on the campus and all this, and then last minute they get a call like, hey, look, we don't have a spot for you, by the way, you actually didn't get that scholarship, and like, it's not looking too good for the HBCUs on that end. I don't know if you heard about that.
I didn't hear about that, and that's saddening to hear, because HBCUs need all of the boost and support and forward movement as they can get, because as it stands, like you said, there's a lot of HBCUs that are on their last leg too. Like on the verge of not being accredited anymore. So we gotta protect the HBCUs. Well, I like to see HBCU athletics get more shine, as we at the Sports Time Zone are committed to doing going forward here. So that's something real interesting. So much that we could get into, so much more. We got to save some stuff for future meetings here together. And it is Friday night, so we know we want to get y'all to what y'all got to do. But before we go, it is Freestyle Friday, and like we always do about this time, we got to have my man Kelvo bless us with another Kelvo's Corner off the dome. Talk your talk, Kelvo. The stage is yours.
Man, so I just wanted to talk to people about, being less looking more financially literate and looking to growing your financial portfolio, man, being more consistent with your funds as far as, spending, be more calculated as far as, how much money you're bringing in, what you're spending your money on, and, just get your money up. You know what I'm saying? Just stay out the way, man. I know people like to live lavish, and on the weekends, let's go out, hit the clubs and bars. I used to do all these things. But I encourage people to, and I'm not saying people aren't, but I encourage people to invest your financial portfolio, man. Look into ways to make passive income. Look into ways to save. Look into ways to better yourself, man. You don't got to do everything right now. Sometimes it's good to just stay down and just stay low and just run it up. Just run it up, man. Whatever you're trying to do ain't necessarily going nowhere. Be patient, stay down, grind it out. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to get the new J's this week. You don't got to get the new hat. You don't got to get, the new chain, or you don't got to go to the restaurant where you're paying $60 for the steak plate. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be a little bit smarter with the funds. Obviously y'all are growing, you're going to do what you want to do. But in Kelvo's Corner, man, that's what I'm saying, man. Let's be a little bit more smart financially and, run it up. Run it up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with getting a bag. I know that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about you, but I'm getting to it. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got to say.
Man, so many different ways to get money out here. There's so many ways. There's more ways to get money now than there ever has been. Like, coming up earlier back in the day, you had to really grind for a job. You had to go out there and fix your resume a million times. You had to go to interviews. You got to go pull up to people and sit down in front of people face to face and interview, not online, not on, everything wasn't automated. Indeed didn't send applications for you. Like, you had to get out there and literally grind. Nowadays, you ain't even got to have a regular job to make it now, because there's so many things you can do to create income. If you ain't making no money, if you ain't getting no money, you just lazy and ain't trying to. Shout out to Sonia Johnson. Yeah, I see you. Also, shout out to Bianca on IG. Appreciate you, B. I see you. Yeah, but there's so many ways to get money. Just like Kelvo's Corner just said, Kelvo always blessing us with gems. Y'all make sure y'all figure it out. Y'all ain't doing it, then you need to be doing it. That hour went by quick as ever. We always like to make sure before we get out of here that we salute all of the people that was in the comments. Shout out to Rishi Rich. Shout out to Sonia Johnson. Shout out to Bianca. Shout out to Bad Business. Shout out to Miss Penelope. All different places representing, man. That's a lot of different places tapping in. That's Florida, New Orleans, Brooklyn, New York. That's everywhere. New Orleans. Yeah, shout out to the NO. But that's why we do this, man. That's why we are the Sports Time Zone. We all over the place. Like, we people from everywhere, we bring them together. And this is what we do on Free Smoke Friday. So make sure y'all be safe out there. Make sure also y'all like, share, subscribe. Go over one more time, the IG, and then we out of here.
is sportstime_zone, and that's at IG, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? We out here. The latest and greatest sports podcast. Football season about to start, so you already know what it is.
You already know. Y'all know what it is. This is yours truly, brother Anumsi. My man, 512 Kelvo. We are the Sports Time Zone, and we are out.
Peace.
Whisper something nasty in your ear. I can get you high and shiny like a chandelier. And baby girl, together be the pioneer. You say you got a man, but what